I think from our employees who have observed that when they get lump sum, in the case that the LASIF was able to give them the whole lump sum, most of them, they squandered the money because maybe they wanted to do too many things with the lump sum that they got, buy a vehicle or travel to whatever. Then before they could realize it, they would have spent their money. And then afterwards, I think they became destitute. So on observations, the proposed amendment seems to have achieved the objectives, except their accrual rate of retirement benefits, which seems to be unchanged. So in conclusion, Chair, the proposed amendment is legally sound, aligning the Act with the Employment Code. This alignment is expected to reduce uncertainties for all categories of retirees and pensioners, thereby enhancing stability and clarity. We submit, Chair.
Thank you so much, Lusaka City Council. Honorable members, and there is the report from the Lusaka City Council. I think it's quite brief and precise on the areas they thought they were competent enough to comment. In case we have a question, a follow-up question, since it's a very brief report, I'll ask you, maybe this side, if you can have a question. Yes, Honorable Kangombe.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Town Clerk, you have made reference to the commutation factor as well as the accrual rate. And in your submission, you did indicate that the commutation factors are different, which I think is in the third schedule. But for the accrual rate, you've indicated that the rate is constant. What is the practice? Is that the desire of our workers in local authorities that the accrual rate should be different, and what advantage will that bring? Because yesterday when we had other witnesses, they did mention the fact that the accrual rate is constant. So in determining what the worker should get after they work for the local authority, should it be a variable rate or it should be constant regardless of how many years someone has worked in the local authority? That will be my first submission. Secondly, Town Clerk, you are aware that LASIF is supposed to be a contributory fund, meaning every month workers need to contribute to LASIF. And we've been told that we are up to date for new payments, but we are still not up to date with the old arrears that we've had. You as a local authority, Lusaka, which is our capital city, what are you doing to ensure that the old amounts that are owed by our workers are actually made available in good time, so that even as we change the law, the workers after they retire can come and claim their money? Because you can't claim money if there's no money in the fund. That would be my second submission. Lastly, do we have submissions, do you have a comment from you as a local authority on the issue of partial withdrawal for our workers? The partial withdrawal, you are aware that under NAPSA, people applied for 20% of their earnings, the money that has accrued with NAPSA. People are paid 20%. But for local authorities, do we have workers that have been requesting that we also have under LASIF some form of similar arrangement to allow our workers to touch part of their money? Honorable Chair, those are my three submissions.
Thank you so much. Do you have another honorable with a question? Maybe we can pick another one. Okay, I think the honorable, maybe the last one from him, was Honorable Kangombe has summarized all the questions.
Yes. Thank you for Honorable Kangombe, and thank you, Town Clerk, for your good presentation and brief. What I just wanted to find out, Town Clerk, I know in your submission you support, you know, the retirement age 60 and 65, because 55 is already there for the calculation. How many members do you have at the city council who are above 60 and 65 years who have not been paid the money? Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you. So, Lusaka City Council, I think those are the questions we had that we are seeking some kind of clarification from you. I'm sure Honorable Chaisuno's question is related somehow with what Honorable Kangombe asked in his earlier questions. Maybe you could answer those questions.
Thank you so much. So we have about 4 questions. So I'll tackle the 3. The issue of the variable, is it Constance, Director Finance, we'll tackle them. On the old debt, what are we doing about it? So, like, we are owing, yes. We have some historical debt on some officers that retired and were on LASIFO. So, what we have done about it, the first of all, the grant that we get, we have part of our grant that is being deducted and being paid to LASIFO. And then we have also been in talks with LASIFO on the amounts that we are owing. So we are paying. So we have some amounts of money that are standing that we are making payments monthly, because it's also a burden to us. If employees have not been cleared, it means that they will remain on the payroll, especially those that are retiring after 2016, after the new constitution. So we are in talks with them so that, and we make calculations in such a way so that when we pay that worker, they will be no longer on the payroll. Then what about the partial withdrawal? So I've seen the partial withdrawal is on retirement. I think that's what is proposed when someone attains retirement. For us, okay, we are not worrying much on that one. We didn't put much of input in that. We are no longer registering new employees on LASIFO. So everyone who joined employment, is it after 2000? I think it's mandatory that they go to NAPSA. So actually for LASIFO, it's like we are trying to phase out. At one point, actually, all our employees are going to be on NAPSA. We will no longer have, we may not have any more employees on LASIFO. So on the figures on like how many people we are owing, so maybe that one I'll pass on to Director Finance. Maybe we could have the numbers.
Okay.
Thank you, Chair.
Yes, Director, what's your quick comment on that one?
Roughly we have about 54 employees that are pending to be paid by LASIF. That is the current status.
And how is the picture looking in terms of your estimations, in terms of managing that?
Yeah, what we are actually doing, as the TC has mentioned, on the current contributions, we are paying everything. On the arrears, on a monthly basis, we are paying about 340,000, and then we are also looking into a situation where those that are pending payments, we engage LASIF and we are clearing so that the LASIF can also clear them. Yeah, that's the status quo.
You have a quick follow-up question?
Yes, Honorable Chair. Town Clerk, you are confirming that anyone who got employed after 2000 was not being added to LASIF. They were being pushed to NAPSA. Now, if that is the case, it means that at some point there will be no one in employment in a local authority who will be a member of LASIF, because it means that over time everyone has been pushed to NAPSA. So is there really need to even start spending time amending the law, which law will be relevant to local authorities? Couldn't we have just migrated all the workers? We come up with some regulation to migrate workers to NAPSA without even having to sit here, start talking about accrual factors, computation factors, when in actual fact, there will be no worker who will be on LASIF in a local authority. Is this applicable to a local authority only? Because LASIF is not just for councils. I believe we have workers from National Housing, we have some workers, I think, from ZESCO. Do we have members who are actually overtime who will remain on LASIF? Because we might spend so much time interrogating the law, which law will be relevant in future. TC,
Maybe you to give your opinion on that one, then as you conclude.
Thank you, Chair. I think we are speaking for those that are on the current, the few remaining, but yeah. So as at is it 2002, 2004? Like I joined in 2002, so we are told to say everyone who joined after 2000 they needed to go to NAPSA. So for now, we are representing those few that are on LASIF. Chair.
Thank you so much, Lusaka City Council, for your submissions. We have come to the end, and we will take away the immunity which was granted to you. Should we want any additional information from your submission, the Secretary to get hold of you. Otherwise, thank you so much and have a good day.
My eParliament mobile application. My eParliament is a mobile application developed by the National Assembly of Zambia in order to bring Parliament closer to you. You can download and install My eParliament from App Store or Play Store. Once installed, you can raise your concerns, provide your input, opinion and feedback on various projects or decisions being made in your constituency. On My eParliament mobile application, you can listen to Parliament Radio. You will have access to parliamentary documents such as bills and acts which are considered in Parliament. You will also have access to National Assembly social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. You can also watch parliamentary debates live on our YouTube channel. Download My eParliament now. My eParliament, bringing Parliament closer to you.
Over local government and housing, as well as local government accounts committee. We'll start our deliberations with introductions, starting with the Honorable Member for Mitete.
Chair, thank you so much. Witness, Kawe, you're welcome. Mutelomi Sheikh is my name. MP for Mitete constituency. Sir, bordering Angola, sir.
Chair, good morning, witness. Good morning, members of Parliament and the Secretariat. My name, witness, is Kensi Achisumo, Member of Parliament for Rufanyama constituency in the Copper Belt and a member of this joint committee. Thank you, Chair.
Chair, honorable members, good morning. Good morning, sir and madam. I am Anton Kasando, Member of Parliament for Bangweulu constituency in Zambia of Luapula province. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, witness. Engineer Christopher Kangombe, representing the people of Kamfinsa, as well as a member of the local government committee.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, witness and welcome. My name is Akalaso Kampampi, Member of Parliament for Masawombo constituency. Thank you, Chair.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, Kawe. My name is Newton Somakai, Member of Parliament for Munlonga constituency in the Northwestern Province.
Thank you so much, Chair. Good morning to you. Morning, everyone else. Morning, our witness. I'm Lohamba Mweme, Member of Parliament for Mangango. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Good morning, Kabwe City Council. My name is Elliot Kamondo. I'm Member of Parliament from Fumbo constituency and a member of this committee.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, Kabwe. I'm Honorable Dr. Aaron Mwaza, Member of Parliament for Kaumbwe constituency in Petauke district, bordering Mozambique.
Secretariat.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Miriam Chipambokoma from the Office of the Clerk.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, Kawe City Council. My name is Ian Haranji from the ICT Department.
Good morning, Emmanuel Walia from the Office of the Clerk.
The Honorable Member for Siabonga, did you introduce yourself?
Chairperson, thank you very much. Good morning, witness. My name is Mulondo Darius, Member of Parliament for Siabonga and a member of this joint committee. Thank you, Chair.
Witness, you may go ahead and introduce yourself and allow your colleague to do the same.
Chairperson, thank you so much. Once more, thanks for the warm reception. I'm Sakanya Changwe. I'm Director
Administration and Human Resource at Kawe Municipal Council. I'm accompanied to this meeting by a colleague, Madam.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, Honorable Members of Parliament. My name is Asibeso Akashambatwa, Council Advocate for Kawe Municipal Council.
Thank you. Where is the substantive town clerk?
Chair, the town clerk had just arrived, I think, a day ago from Egypt, where he had traveled. He was invited there together with his worship, the mayor. He was unable to make it here. So he had asked me that we represent him together with my colleague.
Okay. Before I call you to make your presentation, allow me to ask the Honorable Member from Mapatizia to also introduce herself. You can start, Honorable Member for Kaumbwe, as she settles down.
Thank you,
He was
Chair.
pointing at himself. Go ahead, please.
No, sorry, I'm late. I had a small issue. Thank you very much, Witness. You're welcome. My name is Munashavanti Melda, Member of Parliament for Mapatizia constituency in Zimba district of Southern Province. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Member for Kalulushi, introduction.
Thank you, Chair, and my apology for coming late. I had another committee. I needed to fill the quorum. My name is Kampamba Mlenga, a member of Parliament for the good people of Kalulushi. I'm also a member of this honorable committee. Witness, you're welcome.
Witness, I wish to confer on you immunity according to Cap 12 of the laws of Zambia, which protects deliberations of members of parliament while in the house as well as the committee. This means that whatever you submit to this meeting cannot be used against you outside parliament or indeed in any courts of law, as long as it remains factual. The same Cap 12 can be used against you if you willfully mislead the committee. We are of the view that you cannot do that, and hence we'll ask you to now make your submissions.
Once more, thank you, Chair. Our submission as a municipal council relates to the invitation we got from the Clerk of National Assembly, I think some 10 days ago, for the council to make comments on the proposed bill regarding the local authorities, the superannuation fund. National Assembly Bill number 21 of 2024. I'll give a summary of what we submitted, contained in a schedule, in form of a schedule attached to the accompanying letter. We had focused on the provisions that are earmarked to be revised, specifically with regard to section 25, subsections 1 to 6. And firstly, we are saying the bill has indeed recognized the contributions made by any employee that joins the fund or that joined the fund before and after the date of 14th August 2015, and also has ensured that employees will be paid the retirement benefit when they decide to retire from the service. Secondly, we are also submitting that the bill has offered options for members or employees who joined the fund, that's a local authority superannuation fund, before 14th August, year 2015, and by that date had attained the age of 55 years to retire either upon reaching the age of 60 or 65, in order for them to be paid a retirement benefit at an appropriate rate. Thirdly, we want to comment that the bill has also attempted to align the LASIFO Act with the other pieces of legislation that relate to employees serving in the mainstream public service sector and also employees under the National Pension Scheme. An example I want to give is that employees that are contributing to National Pensions Scheme Authority, NAPSA, and Public Service Pensions Fund can continue contributing to the said funds beyond the age of 55 years, and will still be entitled to a payment of retirement benefit when they retire at the ages of either 60 or 65 years. The fourth bullet, we want to submit to Chair that the bill has provided appropriate schedules that are to be adhered to by LASIF when computing terminal benefits for members that continued in the service after attaining the pensionable age of 60 years. There are further comments we want to make on the same section 25, subsections 1 to 6. But however, the bill will pose financial challenges on the fund because it will require the fund, LASIF, to mobilize and source huge amounts of money to pay off members that are pensioned. The policy change in the retirement age in 2015 had postponed the liability arising from payment of benefits by 5 years up to 2020. And I think the main ramification is, Chair, the huge amounts of funds that the fund, possibly with the help of central government, should be able to mobilize or source and pay off those that are due for payments. General Chair, I want to say the bill is quite progressive, and therefore it's recommended that in future, should there be any proposed changes or amendments in the law regulating the payment of pension benefits, such amendments should be related to laws. Amendments to relate to laws should be effected so as not to disadvantage groups or sections of employees other than those in the mainstream public service sector. I think in summary, that's what we had prepared as the Municipal Council regarding the proposed changes that are contained in the amendment bill to the Local Authority Superannuation Fund Act. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, witness, for your submission. Before I call on points of clarifications, I wish to call on the Member of Parliament for Serenje to introduce himself. You can switch off your mic, witness.
Thank you, Chair, and good morning, everyone. George Kasavira Kandafura, Serenje, as already alluded to by the Chair. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Points of clarifications, Honorable Angombe, Honorable Member for Kaumbwe.
Thank you very much, Chair. Acting Town Clerk Kabwe, your comments are clearly agreeing with the amendments. You are basically saying these amendments need to be effected because then workers who will work beyond the age of 55 will now be covered under the law. I know you are not representing all the councils. We'll probably have another witness that will speak on behalf of all councils. But speaking for Kabwe, how many workers do you still have contributing to LASIF? Because we are meant to believe after 2000, anyone who joined a council in Zambia was migrated or was required to join NAPSA as opposed to LASIF. Meaning at some point, we're not going to have members under LASIF. There will be no one who will remain contributing to LASIF. The law might actually become redundant. So I wanted to know how many workers are still contributing to LASIF under Kabwe Municipal Council, so that as we remain, we start interrogating, do we really have, is there any need to change, to even start interrogating this law, when at some point this law will not apply to any member in Zambia. That will be my first submission. Secondly, the accrual rates in the schedules, there are two things that are appearing. Number one, the commutation factors are different, and we had another witness who actually stated that depending on how long you work in a council, your commutation factor will be different. That is according to the schedule. But the accrual rate appears to be the same. It's a constant value. Is that disadvantaging the workers, or it has no effect, or this is the practice anywhere you go? When you're using an accrual rate, it should be the same. Chair, those will be my two submissions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member for Kaumbwe.
Thank you, Chair. I wish to comment on your submission on where you say your comment is like the bill will pose financial challenges on the fund, thus requiring to mobilize and source huge resources to pay off members' pensioners. In Kabwe Municipal Council, how many workers are eligible for payment retirement benefits at the moment? And then the same workers, have they not been contributing to the LASIF fund? So where is the challenge to mobilize financial resources coming from? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Witness, you may take on those for now, and we'll take another set of.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. If my memory serves me correctly, I think we are about, because I'm one of the members of LASIF, we are roughly about 8 out of the whole workforce, around 492, including general workers divisions for Division 3, Division 2 and 1. So there are only about 8 employees or officers that are still serving in the council and are contributing members to LASIF. So as rightly pointed out, Chair, the fund has got a membership that is dwindling, and at some point it should be closing. So we are very few in Kabwe of us. The rest that are joined after 2000 are contributing to NAPSA. Maybe a membership for LASIF. I think there are employees that are drawn from these other organizations like ZESCO, and also the water utility companies. I think they draw some of the membership also from those institutions. But speaking for Kabwe, the numbers obviously, like any other council, has been going down. As regards the accrual rates, I think he has provided in the schedules to the proposed bill, they are very fine, and I don't think they disadvantage any category or part of membership, because you draw what you contribute. If it's calculated at some rate, then that's what you should be entitled at the end of your term saving in the council. So we have no issue. I don't think there's any problem with the way the rates were stipulated or are stipulated in the bill. The other observation made was on the financial challenges and why such amounts possibly have gone up. I think financial challenges are quite historic and have been there over a long period of time, but nevertheless, as a municipal council, we're trying our best to do the remittance of contributions both to LASIF and also to NAPSA. And with LASIF, the amounts of money that are contributed on a monthly basis is quite affordable. See, somewhere ranging between 30 and 40,000 for all the employees I had referred to, that we are numbering about 8. Unlike with the NAPSA, where we make a contribution of about 130, 135, 140 on a monthly basis. The burden, I think I might have been referring to the burden accumulating on the part of LASIF, because once an employee, an employer like a local authority deducts any monies from the employee's pay, you top up with is it 10% of what you have recovered, with 23% actually. Then LASIF also, as they collect the funds from individual member councils, they utilize that money, and at the end of the period, for somebody who has been contributing to the fund, they need also to do some calculation and reward an employee with a pension. So they still have this obligation, and if you go into details, you'll find that they are owing pensioners millions of kwacha, and they can't pay off. I think in a short period of time, they require a very long period of time to clear the debts that they are owing pensioners. Individual councils, we also have our own challenges to raise funds and remit, but I think not as much as LASIF is finding itself in. I think in summary, Chair, that's what I can round up that observation.
Thank you so much. We've been joined by 3 honorable members. One is online, the honorable member for Sinazongwe. I recognize you. Are you able to introduce yourself? Okay, we have Honorable Sialubalo Gift from Sinazongwe, who is online. Honorable members for Chasefu and Dundumwezi, please introduce yourselves as well.
Thank you very much, Chair. Good morning, witness. My name is Honorable Mishek Mtetwa Nyambose, Chasefu Member of Parliament and a member of this joint committee. Thank you.
Chair, thank you so much. My name is Sialubalo Gift, Member of Parliament for Sinazongwe constituency and a member of this joint committee.
Yes, Dundumwezi.
Chair, thank you very much, and good morning. Good morning, my colleagues. Good morning, sir, and the lady there. I'm Sinobe Edgar, representing the Dundumwezi constituency. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Do we have any more points of clarifications, honorable members? The honorable member for Mitete.
Equal, Chair, and the honorable member of Parliament for Dundumwezi. I almost put up a point of order for calling. I end there. She's the big madam. A quick one. You are HRA, and you are 8 of you remaining for LASIF. A good chunk has gone to NAPSA. If it were you as HRA, where should local authority workers belong? NAPSA, LASIF. As HRA.
Your mic. Yes, witness.
LASIF. I think in terms of computing the packages, I think, the packages at the end of the day are thinking better, much better than what currently NAPSA is paying.
Thank you so much, witness. You want to? Yes, Honorable Mtelo.
Thank you, sir, for your kindness once more again. So how are you managing the 5 years from 2015 to 2020? That period when nothing was being done, now, beginning 2020 to now. How are you managing to offset such a burden as local authorities?
Yes, witness.
Thank you, Chairman. I think the managements at the fund, maybe not only talking about LASU, but also the other fund, NAPSA, that have been very, very considerate and embracing, because in our case as governments for council, they have allowed us to go into negotiations and also coming up with plans to offset what we owe, and that's what is working. Except we lag behind. Instead of keeping the momentum, you find that you are unable some of the months to raise as much as you are supposed to contribute and as much as you have agreed in some agreement, and you lag behind. But we've been paying off in bits. And again, when you compute, you find that it will take a long time to come for individual councils to come out of such debts. But at least there is a payment plan currently with both the NAPSA and the LASIF. Thank you, Chair.
Witness, once again, on behalf of the committee and indeed on my own behalf, wish to thank you for your submissions. We wish you a safe journey back to Kabwe as we take back the immunity that was conferred upon you as we started our meeting. Thank you so much. Yeah.